Everyone, today we're watching It's a Wonderful Life. This is the poll winner for a Christmas Day movie reaction. I'm really excited to jump into it. The full-length reaction is going to be available on Patreon. We have other exclusive TV and movie reactions as well. But without further ado, let's hit play.
I owe everything to George Bailey. Help him, dear father.
Help my friend, Mr. Bailey.
Help my son, George.
He never thinks about himself, God. That's why he's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Please, God, something's the matter with Daddy.
I know everyone has been praying for him, but when the kiddo is, I'm like, oh.
Hello, Joseph.
Looks like we'll have to send someone down. People asking for help for a man named George Bailey.
Yes, tonight's his crucial night. You're right. Whose turn is it?
It's that clockmaker's turn.
Clarence hasn't got his wings yet, has he? Man down on earth needs our help.
Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged.
Aww.
Might I perhaps win my wings? Certain people are beginning to talk.
What's that book you've got there?
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
You do a good job with George Bailey, and you'll get your wings.
Thank you.
Poor George.
Rude.
You want to know something about him, don't you?
Naturally, of course.
Well, keep your eyes open.
I don't see a thing.
I forgot you haven't got your wings yet. I'll help you out.
Yes, this is amazing.
Squinting did not help.
That's your problem, George Bailey.
Your problem.
Him when he was 12.
Aww.
Something happens here you'll have to remember.
My kid brother, Harry Bailey! Oh, Harry! George, help!
Oh no. Oh no.
George saved his brother's life that day.
Oh, okay.
But he caught a bad cold, which infected his left ear. Cost him his hearing in that ear. It was weeks before he was able to go back to his after-school job.
Mr. Potter!
The richest and meanest man
Harry's
in the country.
dad checks out. Well, no. Wrong country. Hey, he's getting some coin here.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog! It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
You're late.
Hello, George. Hello, Mary. Hello, Violet. 2 cents worth of shoelaces? Please, Georgie. I like him. You like every boy.
Ooh!
Made up your mind yet? I'll take chocolate.
We got shoelaces. We got chocolate.
You don't like coconuts.
Wait, is shoelaces a candy, actually?
Look at here. From Tahiti. A new magazine. I never saw it before. Only us explorers can get it. Is this the year you can't hear on? George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die. I'm going out exploring someday. You watch. And maybe 3 or 4 wives. Wait and see.
God! Gonna pay to be a canary?
Are you crying? What's wrong? What's that? Oh.
Anything I can do back here?
Oh, I think those caps are over Mrs. Blaine.
Yo, I'm getting sad.
Mr. Gower, I say.
Oh, get going.
Yes, sir.
Fast there, Captain Cook. Where you heading?
Gotta see Papa.
Some other time, George.
Uncle Billy, telephone. Bank examiner.
Bank examiner. Should have called him yesterday. Switch it inside.
All I'm asking for is 30 days more.
Just
Have
a
you
minute.
put any real pressure on these people? A lot of these people are out of work.
Well, foreclosed.
Scrooge.
Please have children. They're not my children. Are you running a business or a charity war? Mr. Potter, what makes you such a hard-skulled character? You can't begin to spend all the money you've got. Suppose I should give it to miserable failures like you.
Not a
Yo.
failure. You
George,
can't say
George.
that about my father.
George.
Bigger than him.
Ooh,
Bigger
he
than
shoved him
everybody.
too.
I'll talk to you tonight.
Why, that medicine should have been down an hour ago.
Uh-oh.
What kind of tricks you playing anyway?
Oh, heck. Whoa. Oh.
My sore here.
You lazy loaf.
Oh my God, he's bleeding.
You put something wrong in those capsules. You got the telegram and you're upset. It wasn't your fault, Mr. Gower. Look at the bottle you took the powder from. It's poison. I tell you, it's poison.
Don't lick it.
No, no, no.
again.
Oh, George.
Mr. Gower, I would never tell anyone. I know your feeling. I would never tell so.
An overnight bag. Genuine English cowhide.
That's
I want a big
upsetting.
What'd you stop it for?
I want
Yeah,
you
I
to
thought
take
this
up
thing got messed up.
Who is it?
Okay.
George Bailey.
The kid that had his ears slapped back by the druggist? Did he ever tell anyone about the pills?
Not a soul.
Or did he ever go
Oh,
exploring?
yeah.
Big, see, I want something for 1,000 in one night. I don't suppose you'd like this old second-hand job, would you? No charge.
That's my
What's
trick
it?
here, George. Sound like you said no charge.
That's right.
Whoa.
What's my name doing on it here?
Little present from old man Gower.
Thanks ever so much for the bag. It's just exactly what I want. Enjoy it.
Hollywood for us, say, mister. Hey, send me some of those picture postcards, will you?
Hi, Ernie.
Hiya, George.
Hi, Bert. George. How about driving me home in style, huh?
Oh, is that her? Wait, which one?
Mr. Bailey. Well, aren't you going to finish dressing for your graduating party?
Annie, my sweet, have you got those pies?
You lay a hand on me, I'll hit you.
The moon out tonight.
Oh, did he just?
Oh.
Oh.
What's the matter? You look tired.
Oh, I had another tussle with Potter today.
Oh, still.
No gin tonight, son.
Oh, Pop, just a little.
No, son, not.
Did I act like that when I graduated from high school?
He's graduating from high school.
Send Harry to college with you.
I'm about no gin. Yeah, no gin.
See, Harry will take my job in the building alone, work there for 4 years, then he'll go.
Pretty young for that job.
Oh, no younger than I was.
Well, you were born older, George. I suppose you've decided what you want to do when you get out of college.
What I've always talked about, build things, design new buildings.
Ah.
You wouldn't consider coming back to the building alone, would you?
Well, Annie, why don't you draw up a chair? Then you'd be more comfortable and you
I would if I thought I'd hear anything worth listening to.
Ooh.
I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life in a shabby
I
little
feel
office.
that. Ooh, we don't have to say that, but
No, I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean that.
he's an explorer.
And spending all your life trying to figure out how to save 3 cents, I go crazy. I want to do something big and something important.
Ooh, we don't have to say it like that either.
In a small way, we're doing something important.
I know that. Most of my friends have already finished college. I just feel like if I didn't get away, I'd bust.
This town is no place for any man unless he's willing to fall to Potter.
Oh.
You get yourself an education and get out of here.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't mean that he can't come back.
I think you're a great guy. Oh, did you hear that, Annie?
I heard it. I what you lunkhead said it.
Pop, I think I'll get dressed and go over to Harry's party.
You know my kid brother George, I'm gonna put him through college.
Hello, George. Yeehaw.
Uh-oh, Sam Wainwright.
George, putting a pool under this floor is a great idea. Saved us another building.
You remember my kid sister Mary. Dance with her, will you?
Oh, me?
Hey,
Oh,
sir.
go on. Be in one first.
Second place. The next thing, that's the reason why I came in fourth. I tried to find out who it was later, but I couldn't.
Ooh.
This is Mary. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well, hello.
Hello. You look at me as if you didn't know me.
Ah, that was a little girl named Mary Hatch. That wasn't you.
Cute. Whoa, look at them.
What's the matter, Othello? Jealous? Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor?
Yeah, they mentioned that.
George Bailey is dancing right over that crack. I've got the key.
But won't everyone else fall too? Rude. Oh, no. And they're just like in their own little world. She fallen too. And he's still going. It's a vibe. Yep. And then y'all going.
Buffalo girls, can't you come out tonight?
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
How old are you, anyway?
18.
18? It was only last year you were 17.
Wow. How old are you?
You look a little older without your clothes on.
I know she did look a little old. Whoa.
You look older.
Wait.
I mean younger.
By train, please.
Up your caboose, me lady.
Here, caboose.
You may kiss my hand. As I was lumbering down the street.
Okay, then I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
I love that old house.
No, you see, you make a wish and then try and break some glass in.
It's full of romance, that old place. I'd like to live in it.
I wouldn't live in as a ghost. Now watch. It's like the second floor there, see?
What'd you wish, George?
I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town, and I'm gonna see the world. Then I'm coming back here and go to college, and then I'm gonna build things. Airfields, I'm gonna build skyscrapers 100 stories high. Well, you gonna throw a rock?
What did you wish for?
What'd you wish, Mary?
Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight.
I like you.
What'd you wish
Did
when you
people
threw the
actually do this, like sing together? Because that is mad cute.
You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it. I'll give you the moon, Mary.
I'll take it.
Well, then you could swallow it, and the moonbeams would shoot out of your fingers. Am I talking too much?
Yes. Why don't you kiss her instead of clawing her to death? Youth is wasted on the wrong people.
Ah, youth indeed.
Here, I'll show you some kiss that'll put hair back on your head. What do you... Mary? I give up. Where are you?
In the hydrangea bush.
Ah, one of my favorite flowers.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
I'd like to have my
He does
role.
not.
This requires a little thought here.
I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Well, my mother's way up in the corner there.
Come on, Holmes, quick. Your father's had a stroke.
Oh
Mary, I'm sorry. I've got to go. Come on, George. Let's...
no! Oh no, we were having so much fun. The mood just shifted.
Board, George, I know you're anxious to make a train. I want the board to know that George gave up his trip to Europe these past few months. Good luck to you at school, George.
Last few months.
Now to appoint a successor to our dear friend Peter Bailey.
I claim this institution is not necessary to this town.
Body, you dirty contemporary! It's too soon after Peter Bailey's death.
I'm sure the whole board wishes to express its deep sorrow.
Peter Bailey was not a businessman. But ideals without common sense can ruin this town. Take this loan here to Ernie Bishop, fellow that sits around all day on his taxi, you know. I happen to know the bank turned down this loan, and we're building him a house.
I handled that, Mr. Potter. I can personally vouch for his character.
If you shoot pool with some employee here, you can come and borrow money. Lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class. Oh, there's a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey.
Just a minute now, hold on, mister.
I'm getting worked up.
Say my father was no businessman. Why he ever started this cheap penny-ante building and loan, I'll never know. You or anybody else can say anything against his character because he never once thought of himself. He didn't save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. He did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. We're all businessmen here. Don't it make them better citizens?
Aww.
You said that they had to wait and save their money before they even thought of a decent home. You know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? People were human beings to him, but to you, they're cattle. Well, in my book, you're a much richer man than you'll ever be. This town needs this measly one-horse institution, if only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter.
Sentimental hogwash.
Boy, oh boy, that was telling George.
Hey, you miss your train.
What's going on? They're putting us out of business. So what? I can get another job.
George, they voted Potter down.
Only one condition.
What's that?
They appointed George here as executive secretary to take his father's place.
Oh.
I'm going to school. This is my last chance. Uncle Billy here. He's your man.
They'll vote with Potter otherwise.
I know. He didn't go.
He gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college.
Aww.
Made second team All-American.
But what happened to George?
Waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and loan.
You know what the three most exciting sounds in the world are? Anchor chains, plane motors, and train whistles. Old Professor Phi Beta
George, Geographic Explorer.
Billy, I haven't changed a bit. Nobody ever changes here, you know that.
Nobody ever changes here.
Oh, wait a minute. I want you to meet Ruth.
Hello.
Rude.
Well, I wired you. I had a surprise. Here she is. Meet the wife.
What am I doing? Congratulations! What's a pretty girl like you doing marrying this two-headed brother?
Purely mercenary. My father offered him a job.
Oh.
George, about that job. And I
never said I'd take it. I've been holding the bag here for 4 years. Well, I won't let you down, George.
And I want to tell you that we're going to get the biggest part of this job.
My father owns a glass factory in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started.
Buffalo.
Not much money, but good future, you know. Harry's a genius at research.
He's very caring. I don't know what the word is. I like him.
Feels so good, I could spit in Potter's eye.
Whoa. What happened to that, Mary? I mean, can we just go on vacation? Like, we don't have to go for a long time.
Did you know that Mary Hatch is back from school?
Oh, she was in school.
Nice girl, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Kind that'll help you find the answers, George. Sam Wainwright's away in New York, and you're here in Bedford.
Oh!
It was fair in love and war. I think I'll go out and find a girl and do a little passionate necking.
Excuse me. I think I got a date. Stick around, fellas, just in case, huh?
Ma'am.
We'll wait for you, baby.
And they said they'll wait.
Where you going?
Probably end up down at the library.
Don't you ever get tired of just reading about things?
Don't you know it?
What are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
Let's go out in the fields and take off our shoes and walk.
Huh? Have you gone crazy? Why, walk in the grass in my bare feet. Why, it's 6 miles up to Mount Bedford.
The whole thing.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
I just happened to be passing by her.
Have you made up your mind?
How's that?
About coming in.
Oh, smooth.
I'll be downstairs, Mother.
All right, dear.
Aww.
Well, come in for a minute.
Am I in love with Mary? That is so cute. I think I love them together for each other.
Get that dress.
You like it?
All right. I thought you would go back to New York like Sam and Angie and the rest of them.
I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick?
He's like, I'm trying to get out of here.
My family and everything. Would you like to sit down?
All right, for a minute. Some joke, huh?
What?
What's the matter?
We're not singing together anymore. Oh.
Nice about your brother Harry and Ruth, isn't it?
Stop trying to push her away, man.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
What's he want?
Ooh.
What do you want?
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
You tell him to go right back home. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York.
What did you come here for then?
You tell me. You're supposed to be the one that has all the answers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I came here in the first place.
Whatever were you doing? It's good here.
She was making violent love. Whoa.
Mary, he's waiting.
Then you get the phone, lady.
Hello?
Forgot my hat.
Hee-haw. Hello, Sam. How are you? There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey.
He doesn't want to speak to George, you
Idiot, ask for him.
Sam wants to speak to you.
That mom.
Well, George Baileyovsky. What are you trying to do, steal my girl?
Mother's on the extension. We can both here. Come here. We're listening, Sam.
Why Rochester? Why not right here?
Have you got any money?
Money? Yeah. Well, a little.
Put every cent you've got into our stock, do you hear? I may have a job for you. Unless you're still married to that broken-down building and loan. Mary.
Look at them.
Tell that guy I'm giving him the chance of a lifetime.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
I don't want any plastics. I don't want any ground floors. I don't want to get married ever to anyone.
Okay.
I wanna
This
do
is
what
not going the way I thought it was going.
And you're...
Is it going the way I thought it was going? I don't know. Oh! Look at mom. At least his mom's happy.
If either you two see a stranger around here, it's me.
Hey, look, there's somebody driving this cab.
Where's the cop sent this over? All the way to Happy Land on the bubbles. Where are you two going on this here now, honeymoon?
Look at this. There's the kitty, Ernie.
Hey!
It's a whole week in New York, a whole week in Bermuda, the oldest champagne, the
Your
richest
dream.
caviar, and the prettiest wife.
Don't look now, but there's something funny going on over there.
Uh-oh.
But that's got all the earmarks of being a run.
Oh God, there's always something when he's like about to... It's like the universe is conspiring against him leaving this place.
Money in the bank, you better hurry.
Please, let's not stop,
I'll be
George.
back in a minute, Mary.
I don't know, what was the right thing to do? Should we have gone? To just at least have this little moment of bliss before coming back to whatever chaos is gonna ensue?
Ollie, what's the matter here?
What's
Can't you
going
get
on?
in?
What year was this made?
Come on in, everybody. That's right.
This is a pickle.
All right, now what happened?
But all I know is the bank called our loan, handled all our cash.
All of it?
And it still was less than we owed them.
Holy...
Then I got scared, George, and closed the doors.
There is a rumor around town that you've closed your door. You need any police?
Police? What for?
Mobs get pretty ugly sometimes, you know. I am going all out to help in this crisis. Give the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs.
Just took over the bank.
I am willing to guarantee your people, too. Bring their shares over here, and I will pay 50 cents on the dollar.
You never miss a trick, do you, Potter?
Ah.
I was just talking to old man Potter. The bank's going to reopen next week.
Did he guarantee this place?
We don't need Potter over here.
And I'll take mine now.
You're thinking of this place all wrong. Well, your money's in Joe's house. That's right next to yours. And 100 others. Now, what are you going to do? Foreclose on them?
$242 isn't going to break anybody.
Okay, Tom. Here you are. You sign this. You get your money in 60 days.
You get your money?
No.
Old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
Better to get half than nothing.
Tom! If Potter gets a hold of this building and alone, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. Because he wants to keep you living in his slums and paying the kind of rent he decides. See what's happening? Potter isn't selling, Potter's buying. We can get through this thing all right. We've got to stick together, though. We've got to have faith in each other.
I don't have faith in everyone.
How am I going to live until the bank opens?
I can't keep my kids on faith. I've got to have...
How much do you need?
I got $2,000. This will tide us over to the bank reopen.
I got $300 here, George.
Come on, everyone, work together.
All right. $20?
$20. Now you're...
Yeah.
But it's your own money,
Now,
George.
never mind about that.
Get along with 20, all right.
$20. Pay it when you can. That's okay. All right, Miss Davis. 7.
We're gonna make it, George.
6.
They'll never close us up.
1. Bingo! We made it. Still got $2 left. Well, look.
Where's his wifey?
A toast to
That was really
$1
nice.
and to Papa Dollar.
I'm just thinking back to like what he told his dad, which is making me emotional when he...
Holy mackerel, I'm married. Where's Mary? Mary!
There's a call for you.
I don't want Mrs. Bailey. I want my wife, Mrs. Bailey. Mary, hello. Listen, dear, I'm sorry. Come home. What home? 320 Sycamore. Well, what?
Yeah, whose home is
The
that?
Waldorf Hotel, huh?
Oh!
We want us romantic places, beautiful places, places George wants to go.
Hey, Bert, here he comes.
Come on, we gotta get this up. He's coming.
Get that right.
Okay, you guys were right. This might be my favorite, but I don't see the Christmas... Oh no, we did start with snow, that's right. Oh my god, that's right. This is like a really long flashback. The little shoes. I'm not gonna lie, this would... Yeah. This is so cute. Y'all, get you a Mary.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
Mary, where did you...
I love
Oh. Tears indeed. Yup.
This is what I wished for.
Rent! Me, Giuseppe Martini, I own my own house. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bailey. Thank you.
I'm proud of him. Oh my God.
Mr. and Mrs. Martini, welcome home.
Good old George, he's always making a speech.
Hee-haw! Sam Wainwright.
Awkward.
That this house may never know hunger.
And wine, that joy and prosperity may reign forever.
Hey.
Look, Mr. Potter, I'm just your little rent collector, but you can't laugh off this Bailey Park anymore. 90% owned by suckers who used to pay rent to you.
Even though they know the Baileys never made a dime out of it.
The Baileys were all chumps.
Bailey family's been a boil on my neck long enough.
You just need a lady friend.
Why don't you kids drive down with us, huh?
Afraid I couldn't get away, Sam.
Still got the nose to the old grindstone, eh?
Whenever he tries to get away, man, things kind of just...
And he turned me down cold.
Oh, now don't rub it in.
Have fun.
Hee-haw! Quite a cigar, Mr. Potter.
You like it?
What do you want?
Suppose I'll find out sooner or later, but just what exactly do you want to see me about?
Most people hate me, but I don't like them.
You're
either, so that
self-aware.
makes it all even. I run practically everything in this town. But the Bailey building alone. For a number of years, I've been trying to get control of it. You have been stopping me. Now, take during the Depression. You and I were the only ones that kept our heads.
Well, most people say you stole all the rest.
Now, let's look at your side. Young man, 27, married, making, say, 40 a week.
45.
Yeah, put respect on his name.
Child or two comes along and he won't even be able to save. But George Bailey is not ordinary yokel. He is an intelligent, smart, ambitious young man who hates the building and loan almost as much as I do. Dying to get out on his own ever since he was born. Has to sit by and watch his friends go places, playing nursemaid to a lot of garlic eaters.
What do you want? Well, we know what he wants.
Well, what's your point, Mr.
Point is, I want to hire you to manage my affairs, run my properties. Start you out at $20,000 a year.
He's good. Fire.
$20,000 a year?
A couple of business trips to New York a year. You wouldn't mind that, would you, Jones?
Would I? How about the building and loan?
Oh, now you afraid of success?
I know I ought to jump at the chance, but I just pause before you to give me 24 hours to think it over.
Sure. You go on home and talk about it to your wife.
Okay, Mr. Potter.
Yeah, but really? Do you see? No, right? We can't.
No. I don't need 24 hours.
Yeah.
The answer's no. Doggone it. You spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. And that goes for you, too. Goes for you, too.
You tell her.
Wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town.
I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories high. I'm going to build a bridge. What, you want the moon? Just say the word. I'll throw a lasso around it. Pull her down for you.
Buffalo girl, won't you come out tonight? Won't you come? Hi.
Why in the world did you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
Married Sam Wainwright and anybody else in town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
Oh.
I promised you. You what?
My baby.
Wait, what?
You're Mary, you on the nest?
Oh my gosh. Oh, but will this tempt him? I should be happy. I should be happy.
We already guessed that George never leaves Bedford Falls. Mary had her baby, a boy. Then she had another one, a girl. Day after day, remaking the old Granville house into a home. Night after night, George came back late from the office. Potter was bearing down hard. Then came a war.
Wow.
Gonna snow again.
Commander Harry Bailey. Mr. Gower, look at this.
It's Harry now, a long distance from Washington.
Congratulations. Well, how's Mother standing? Mother had lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till Martha hears about this.
You should see what they're cooking up in the town. For you. Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy, come in here.
Oh, we stopped at the bank first.
George. Tell me about it.
George.
Why?
Bank exam.
Talk to Houston for a minute, will you? I'll be right back.
Harry.
Oh, good morning, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's Christmas!
Brother, just got the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah, well, I guess they do those things.
Oh.
Now, if you'll cooperate, I'd like to finish with you by tonight.
Step right in here. We'll fix you up.
How about you come back in a week then?
4. 8,000.
Oh boy, what's about to happen?
Good morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news? Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal. You just can't keep those Baileys down.
How does George feel about that?
George would have gotten 2 of these medals if he had gone. Not every heel was in Germany and Japan.
Oh no, the money, the money!
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
Got too cocky there.
You forgot something. Well, aren't you going to make a deposit?
Yeah.
How about that finger there?
Will you do the right thing? For a second, you did look like you were going to do the right thing. So is the Christmas miracle that needs to be worked on him or on George?
Got those books for you here. Well, hello, Vi. Uncle Billy, talk to Harry. He's on the telephone.
Hurry up.
Hello. Oh, yeah, yes, Harry.
It's with the worst person possible.
There you are.
What?
Character. If I had any character,
Well, it takes a lot of character to leave your hometown. Here.
No.
Now, here. Now, you're broke. Want to walk to New York? It's a loan. Now, that's my business, building and loan. Besides, you'll get a job.
I'm glad I know you, George Bailey.
Ooh! You better wipe that
New
off.
York for me.
Merry Christmas, George.
I'll be the bank examiner's here. What's the matter with you?
I am so on edge now.
Did you see Uncle Billy with any cash last night? Now look, did you buy anything?
Can you please just tell them you have it? Even if you're gonna, like, make some sort of deal.
Maybe, I don't want any maybe. We've got to find that money. Listen,
I can't think anymore.
It's because he did.
Money, you old fool! You realize what this means? Present.
Ooh.
That's what it means.
Oh, and a squirrel. He just has random critters.
Hello, darling. Did you bring your wreath? Yes, I did. Did you bring your Christmas wreath?
Left at the office.
Is it snowing? What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Everything's all right.
Aww. Dang, look at the bags under his eyes.
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice it. Mom said we could stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
The families will be here soon.
I don't want the families over here.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Daddy, the Browns next door have a new car. You should see.
Okay, let's give him some space.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
He's a little overstimulated right now.
I'll go on upstairs and see if little Zuzu wants anything.
Well, what's the matter with Zuzu?
She's got a cold. She's in bed. She didn't button up her coat.
Of course, it's this old house. I don't know why we don't all have pneumonia. Why do we have to live here in the first place and stay around this measly, crummy old town?
George, what's wrong?
We call this a happy family. Why do we have to have all these kids?
Whoa. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Don't. Okay.
Well, what happened to you?
What happened to you?
Want to give my flower a drink?
Oh, I'll give it a drink. No, here.
Look, Daddy. Paste it.
We'll paste this together. Good as new. No, give the flower a drink. Go to sleep. And then you can dream about it.
Poor kiddos, though. Wow.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be all right.
Zuzu's teacher?
Yes.
Let me speak to her.
Uh-oh.
Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that, half naked?
Half naked.
It's the sort of thing we pay taxes for, to have teachers.
Oh, boy.
Well, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed kids, and maybe they don't have any decent clothes.
Hello, Mrs. Welch. I want to apologize.
Hello?
He's just calling to check up on her. What teacher does that these days?
What is that? Oh, Mr. Wells.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. I'll tell you what I really think of your
Oh,
wife.
whoa.
Will you?
Hang up. Just hang up. Unplug it. Unplug it. Cash me outside.
Anytime you think you're man enough, you...
Oh my God.
Janie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? Stop it! Stop it!
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mary.
Sorry to your kids, too.
Janie, I'm sorry. Go on and practice.
I don't want to practice anymore.
Pete, I owe you an apology, too. What do you want to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
Right?
What's the matter with everybody?
You.
Janie, go on. I told you to practice. Now go on, play.
George, why must you torture the children? Why don't you...
Okay, now the discouraged makes so much sense because, like, I was like, he's just discouraged. What do you mean? I thought he was ill or, you know.
7, please. Is Daddy in trouble? Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray very hard. Hello? Uncle Billy?
I need help. Through some sort of an accident, my company's short in their accounts. I've got to raise $8,000 immediately.
Yes, they called me up from your building and law. There's a man over there from the DA's office, too.
Help me, won't you, please? I'll pay any sort of a bonus on the loan, any interest.
You misplaced $8,000. Have you notified the police?
No, sir, I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming tomorrow.
What have you been doing, George?
This man is.
Why do you come to me? Why don't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask him?
Oh, yeah.
He's in Europe.
What about all your other friends?
You're the only one in town that can help me?
You come quite important.
I cannot.
You got any stocks? Bonds? Real estate? Collateral of any kind?
I have some life insurance.
How much is your equity in it?
$500.
And you asked me to lend you $8,000. You used to be so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. What are you with a warped, frustrated young man?
Touche.
Nothing but a miserable $500 equity in a life insurance policy.
Ouch.
You're worth more dead than alive. Go to the riffraff you love so much and ask them, because they'd run you out of town on a rail. As a stockholder of the building and loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. All right, George. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dang. This got real fast.
I'm not a praying man.
Meanwhile, he's here about to send a rookie to you. We're in deep trouble right now. And you've been such a good man all your life.
Are you all right, George? Want somebody to take you home? Why you drink so much, my friend?
Aww.
This is Christmas Eve. Bailey? This is Mr. George Bailey.
Whoa. Why?
Time you talk to my wife like that,
you'll get
word. It isn't enough she's slave teaching you stupid kids how to...
Get out of here, Mr. Wells! So here's my best friend! Get out!
My best friend. Oh.
All right, George?
Who was that?
No.
That's what I get for praying.
Oh. Who's that? I was worried that he was going to be the one trying to. What a flashlight. What?
I didn't have time to get some stylish underwear. I passed away in it.
Excuse me?
Oh, Tom Sawyer's drying out, too.
Oh! Okay, but what can you do?
How did you happen to fall in? I jumped in. It's against the law? Yeah, it's against the law where I come from, too. Where do you come from? Heaven. Your lip's bleeding, George.
Got a bust in the jaw in answer to a prayer a little bit ago.
I'm the answer to your prayer.
How'd you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you.
Well, who are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, Angel, second class. I told you I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Well, you look about like the kind of an angel I'd get.
What is that supposed to mean?
What happened to your wings?
Oh, I've got to earn them. You'll help me, won't you?
Sure.
Aw.
By letting me help you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have $8,000 on you.
Quick pause. So apparently I have been watching the abridged version. So it was missing a whole chunk of the movie in the end. We're going to snip this in to the reaction, but for context, when you see my clothes change, it's going to go back to me not knowing this part. Sorry.
No, we don't use money in heaven.
Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh,
I'm worth more dead than alive.
you just don't know all that you've done.
If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off.
Okay.
I got my job.
Oh, shut up, will you?
Hey, you and your temper.
Oh, this isn't going to be so easy.
Suppose it'd been better if I'd never been born.
What'd you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Wait a minute, that's an idea.
Can you show that?
You've got your wish. You've never been bored. You don't have to make all that fuss about it.
What'd you say?
You've never been born. You haven't a care in the world. No worries, no obligations.
Say something else in that ear.
Sure, you can hear out of it.
Well, I've heard anything out of that ear since I was a kid.
Your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
What do you know about that? It stopped snowing out here, didn't it? Well, what's happening here? Angel, you want a drink? We'll stroll up to my car, and I'm sorry, I'll stroll, you fly.
I can't fly. I haven't got my wings.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I had a car, and it was right here. I guess somebody moved it. Well, where's my car?
Oh, but you can still interact with people.
I'm the fellow that owns the car that ran into your tree. Cut a big gash in the side of it there.
He's like, you're right.
You had me worried. One of the oldest trees in Pottersville.
Well, you mean Bedford Falls.
I mean
Pottersville.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Either I'm off my nut or he is. Or maybe I left the car up at Martini's. Well, come on, Gabriel. Martini's a friend of mine. Where's the Martini?
Want a martini?
Your boss, where is he?
Hey, look, I'm the boss.
Double bourbon, will you? Quick, huh?
Okay.
Do you have money?
It's been so long since
Standing here waiting for you to make up your mind.
of a flaming rum punch. Wait a minute. Mulled wine.
We save hard drinks in here for men who want to get drunk fast.
Oh.
To slip you my lip for a convincer.
Whoa.
Oh, Nick, just give him the same as mine. He's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Never saw Nick act like that before. You worry me, you know. You got someplace to sleep?
Aww.
What, you got any money?
No.
No wonder you jumped in the river.
Uh-oh. Every time you hear a bell rings, it means that some angel's just got his wings.
I think maybe you better not mention it. But
Why, don't they believe in angels? Why should they be surprised when they see one?
He's like, I think you've had enough to drink here.
That does it. Out you two pixies go.
Shut, Nick, what's wrong?
Where do you come off calling me Nick? I don't know you from Adam's off ox. Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here? Huh?
Mr. Gower. This is George Bailey. Don't you know me? Oh.
Throw him out. Throw him out.
Mr. Gower!
Oh, 'cause...
Spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. Must be a jailbird yourself.
We're not there to stop Gower from putting that poison into the capsule.
What do you mean? Hey, what's going on around here? Well, this ought to be Martini's place. You a hypnotist?
No, of course not. Don't you understand, George? It's because you were not born. You have no papers.
I guess it was good you got kicked out. You don't even have a wallet.
They're not there either. Zuzu's petals.
Oh, because she wouldn't even
You've been given a
exist.
great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Oh, this is some sort of a funny dream I'm having. I'm going home and see my wife and family. You understand that?
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
He was about to, though.
Hey, where'd the building and loan move to?
They went out of business years ago.
I know everything, son. It's done. I know.
Beat it.
Artie, take me home. I'm going off my nut.
Where do you live?
You know where I live, 320 Sycamore. Now hurry up. All right. I got some bad liquor or something. Listen to me. Now, you're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right.
Look, Bud, what's the idea? My wife ran away 3 years ago and took the kid, and I ain't never seen you before in my life. Is this the place? Well, this house ain't been lived in for 20 years.
What's up, Ernie?
We better keep our eye on this guy. He's bets.
Mary!
Mary!
They're not here, George.
Whoa.
All right, put up your hands. No fast moves.
Bert! Thank heaven you're here.
Back there.
Bert!
Watch him, Bert.
Now,
Bert,
come on,
Ernie!
come on.
You were here on my wedding night. You both of you stood out there on the porch and sung to it.
Look, now, why don't you be a good kid, and we'll take you into a doctor. Everything's going to be all right.
You was trying to hypnotize
I
me.
hate to do this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Get him.
Joe's here!
Oh, shut up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, can't you just like vanish?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I had him right here.
I need a drink.
Well, which way did he go?
Boarding house.
Well?
Mother. Mother, this is George.
George who? If you're looking for a room, there's no vacancy.
Please let me come in and keep me here until I get over it.
I don't take in strangers unless they're sent here by somebody I know.
Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
He's been in the insane asylum ever since he lost his business.
Oh.
Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives.
Now, the last man I talked to before all this stuff started happening to me was Martini. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park?
But where are the houses?
You weren't here to build them.
Oh.
Your brother, Harry Bailey, was drowned at the age of 9.
Oh.
He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry.
Wow.
You see, George, you really had a wonderful life.
Clarence.
Yes, George?
Where's Mary?
You're not going to like it, George.
Where is she?
She's an old maid. She never married.
Where's Mary?
Oh, she never married.
There must be some easier way for me to get my wings.
Mary.
Mary.
Mary! Don't you know me? What's happened to us?
I don't know. You let me go.
Mary, please, help me.
It was scary.
Mary, let me go. That's my wife.
She fainted. Yeah, there you go. Yo!
Clarence! Help me, Clarence! Get me back. I don't care what happens to me. Get me back to my wife and kids.
Aww.
Help me, Clarence, please. I want to live again. I want to live again. Please, God, let me live again.
No?
Hey, George! You all
Oh,
right?
the blood is back.
Hey, what's the matter? What the Sam Hill you yelling for, George?
George, Bert, do you know me?
You kidding? I saw your car piled into that tree down. Hey, your mouth's bleeding. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah.
My mouth's bleeding. Zuzu's pedals. There they are. Bert! Merry Christmas!
Okay.
Merry!
Merry Christmas!
Yay! Yay!
Wait, he had $8,000?
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, Emporium! Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan! Hey! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter!
In jail. Go on home. They're waiting for you.
How?
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit.
I know, $8,000. Kids! Pete! Uh-oh. Kids, Janie! Janie, Tommy! Oh, let me look at you. Oh, I could eat you up.
Daddy!
Zuzu, my... Hallelujah!
Hello, George,
Mary.
darling.
Mary!
Where are you? Oh, George, George.
Let me touch you. Are you real?
Wait, what? What happened even...
You have no idea what's happened to me.
You've no idea what happened. Oh, come on, George, come on downstairs.
Wait. Oh, you have good news? Because I would think that she would be anxious with the coppers here looking for him.
Now you stand right over here by the tree. George, it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
What is happening?
Come in, Uncle Billy. Everybody.
Oh, did everyone pull through?
Isn't it Barry that she told some people you were in trouble? Didn't ask any questions, just said George in trouble. Tell me you...
What, another run on the bank?
There we are, the line. Coming, George.
What's his name? Potter was wrong. He said they would run you out of town.
I busted the jukebox,
Hey, but did he already have the money? He was running around like he did?
I'm not gonna go, George. I changed my mind.
Oh. Aww. Oh.
Quiet, everybody. Quiet. It's from London. Mr. Gower cabled you need cash. Stop. Instructed to advance you up to 25,000.
Wow.
Hee-haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
Who is telegramming hee-haw?
Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
Party at... Oh, look at that. We got music. Yeah, man. Oh. Wow.
The fool flew all the way up here in a blizzard.
As soon as I got Mary's telegram. Good idea, Ernie, a toast. My big brother George, the richest man in town.
This is so cute.
You really had a wonderful life, George.
What's that?
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
I can't breathe.
Time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Oh.
That's right.
Yay. This is such a feel-good movie. We started with the bell, we end with the bell. Wow. I really enjoyed this movie. For the first half of it, I kind of even forgot that this was a Christmas movie. I kind of even forgot that we were in a flashback. Like, I was really invested in his story that I forgot that, like, yeah, he was distraught in the very, like, when we started off, he was in need of help to the point where God was gonna send down an angel. So I think I was so invested in the whole story of, like, will he ever find, go and travel? Will he ever accomplish those dreams of his, that, like, I forgot that we had this whole other bigger picture plot that was going on, and this was just the backstory that was needed for it. I also, like, watching this, and then, like, so once I kind of remembered, yeah, this is a Christmas story. I think it was like halfway into the movie when I was like, are we gonna have like a Christmas miracle for him or for Mr. Potter? Like, did we need to, like, is this like with Scrooge? Because he was very much so a Scrooge. Was George going to impact him to want to change his mind? Because, like, he was very inspirational, like, during his childhood, like with his little part-time job where he saw the shopkeeper not label, but like mishandle the stuff, like make a mistake. He brought it to his attention. He said I wasn't going to tell anyone, even after he got hit. He was bleeding and everything. But after that, the shopkeeper was like, I'm so sorry, hugged him, even got him his first trunk. Like, he had a huge impact on him when his father passed away, and everyone was about to let Mr. Potter take over or take place. He gave that inspirational speech, changed everyone's minds. When the bank closed and everyone was like panicking, he changed, like, so I thought the very last person that he was going to change or have an impact on would be Mr. Potter, but no, to the very end he remained himself. And if anything, he was the one that was like changing. He had life beat him down so many times that like towards the end there he was the one that kind of needed the intervention of everyone coming back now to help him. And that was so touching. And come to think about it, like even when he was a kiddo, he lost his hearing because he went in the water to save his brother's life. So like that has been a theme in his whole life where he kind of gets hurt. You know, he has to put his life on hold. He has to sacrifice in order to help other people. And like it's willing and unwilling. Like he wanted other things for himself. So there's a part of him that was like unwillingly doing all these things. Like, you know, letting his brother go off and live out his best life, seeing his friends go out and do all the things that he wanted to do. But at the same time, he has such a good heart. He wants to help the people in the town. And so it is still willing. And, you know, just going back to think about like what he told his father, because at that point in time too, you know, as an INFP, as a dreamer, as someone who has wanderlust, like I want to be out there traveling and everything too, right? And so when he was explaining his dreams, like of I want to be out there, I can't be tied down here. I have so much exploring to do and can't be cooped up in that building. And, you know, the way he said it definitely could have used work, but I understood his sentiment. And so when seeing how he changed to really understanding the impact that his father was having and the importance of it, you know, like you have Mr. Potter on one hand, the Scrooge, who's making all the money and taking over everything, but we also have the opposite him on the other hand. And so like in times of need and times of trouble, no one would help Mr. Potter. And so maybe he's right. He was like, oh, you know, what are you going to do? Ask your people for help? They'll run you out of town, because they would run him out of town, but not George, because he has been there for everyone through and through. Like he giving up their honeymoon money for this, like and I was really thinking like, so are we gonna see him finally travel? Like, was that gonna be the biggest win? But no, the lesson that he learned, the note on the letter, like you are the richest man when you have, you know, friends. That was the biggest gift. That is the biggest blessing. That is the biggest wealth that you could have. Because I even forgot about that. Like he would always also, I was focused on his dreams of leaving the town, of traveling and seeing the places. But he also was saying like, I want to have $1 million or whatever. Like that was also an aspiration of his. So that just, wow, really, it's really touching, man. And then even like the whole honeymoon where she had everyone put the posters up, and that was so sweet. And they're just so perfect for each other. Even when he was telling Vi, like, we could go take our shoes off and run through the fields and do this and that. And she was like, what? Take my shoes off? What are you talking about? But like, Mary, she sees the vision. She gets it. That drawing that she did, and it was just the sweetest thing. And she did have the answers, because like he dreams big but sought it elsewhere, like externally, whereas she also dreams big, but she was able to look at that old house and visualize and see the potential that it could have here. You know, like she didn't have to go out there to look for that. She wanted to work on it, build it from the ground up from here, you know? And I think that's such a good lesson, because I am also prone to having those ideals the way that George does. And this is definitely a good reminder because like I still am kind of in that headspace of, you know, having that wanderlust, but also remembering the here and now, remembering the friends, the family that you have now, and that importance, especially during Christmas, man. So I don't know, this movie just worked in so many different ways, like not just like the Christmas message. We also had like the fighting the man, going against Scrooge, going, you know, that. We had the love story, which was so adorable and wholesome between them. And then we also had like the whole finding yourself, finding your dreams, like also a bit of that coming of age story too. Because we've seen him from when he was young and his dreams and aspirations and how things changed as he grew. Expectation versus reality. Like, you know, you get that like especially as an adult, remembering how you had those goals and dreams as a child and how things kind of shape up to be as you get older. So like there were so many different themes wrapped up in one. The angel coming in the end of the day. Like I still want to know, like, was there something else that happened between him asking the angel for $8,000 and then him finally just coming back, running, wishing everyone Merry Christmas? Like what realization did you have? Because I was expecting he was coming back with money, but no, everyone else brought the money. So I don't know what I was missing there, but whatever awakening that he had, it also feels like it would have been a very significant thing. So yes, he was like, all right, so now that makes a lot more sense that he got a vision of what it would have been like if he didn't even exist at all. So unlike the Christmas Carol, the Muppets Christmas Carol, where we saw what things would have been like the most upsetting part was the future of how things would have been if he carries on the way he has. With this, we go all the way back, and if he didn't even exist at all, this is how much of a crappy town and situation we would have had. And so he realizes that like while he's here thinking, it would have been better if I didn't exist, I wouldn't have put these people through, you know, like this $8,000, which seemed like such a big deal. You know, I wouldn't have hurt my family and whatnot if I didn't exist. It's like, no, you have no idea how much you just existing impacted so many people. It started with his old employer, but then we got to the point where even like with Harry, like your brother wouldn't even have been alive, let alone, you know, save all those other people that, you know, when he became a war hero and saved these other people, you being alive impacted them. So it extends even out of this town. So yeah, like his uncle would have been in an asylum. Mary didn't even get married. I thought she would have ended up with, I think his name was Sam, but no, she stayed single, working at a library. What else? Mom had no warmth at all, like the whole town. I was kind of hoping we would have also gotten to see Potter, but I mean, there's really nothing. It's not like he would have recognized us anyway, so I guess that wouldn't have made sense. But now I do really love that he not only saw that the $8,000 wasn't as big of a deal, like his life was wonderful already, as is, he was having a wonderful life, and then now adding on to that, the town bringing the $8,000. All right, got it. Yeah, so like when he got to the point where he didn't even need that money because he realized how much of a treasure it was having that guy even recognize him as George. It's like he was just over the moon. So yeah, back to the original reaction. Very overstimulated, snapping at the kids, being resentful of the house, questioning his wife and everything. And, you know, as much as I could be critical of him, I understand his frustrations, and especially because he has such a big weight on his shoulder. The whole town's, you know, he was kind of responsible for the whole town there. So, not to excuse how he behaved, but I also understand the frustration that he was going through. Wow, I'm definitely going to say this is my favorite. We had a lot of really good Christmas movies, but this was my favorite, and not even just as a Christmas movie. Like just in general, like I really like this movie. Oh, it had all the feels. It's sparking so much more introspection for me, reassessing my dreams and goals again, And then also just thinking about like all the people in my life as well who have had to sacrifice like for us. That's also been really on my mind as far as like, you know, I have things that I want to do, but then there's also these other responsibilities and family obligations that you have, and it's like, but you keep putting things on hold. I'm not getting any younger and I keep having to put things on hold, and but you know, so like I've also been kind of been at a place in my life where I've been questioning a lot of that, of what direction I should be taking, and this movie was, I don't know, did it come at the right time as well? And also some other reading material that I want to get to. So that shelf that you can see, I was actually planning on starting doing some reading content. I actually have a separate channel that I'm going to be doing stuff over that way. And I was thinking, as I fill up the shelf and read it, once the bookshelf is filled up, I wanted to take it with me to Kenya, because I help out also at a nonprofit which has a library in Kenya for underprivileged kids to, you know, have access to computers and books and whatnot. So I was thinking maybe, you know, once I fill that up, I can take it back. But this gave me some other books that I want to read, because the books that I bought so far probably won't be appropriate because I heard they're a little bit spicy. So this gave me some other books that I could include in I already forgot. I'll have to go back and find it, but I'm sure when I'm editing, it'll come back too. Anyway, this was great. Thank you all for voting on this. And the full-length reaction is going to be available on Patreon. Make sure you check it out. Come and chat it up with us over on Discord. I hope y'all are staying safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.